Matthew Koprowski, Jimmy Sutherland, Casey Bridgewater, 3 players that were drafted in the OHL draft last year, the 2023 draft. All 3 were Elgin, Middlesex. Was it Chiefs or Canucks when you guys were there? Chiefs, right? So now it's Canucks. And you guys played together, growing up, all through minor hockey until last year. Last year was the big breakup. You guys,
2 years. 2
years. Yeah, my bad. 2 years ago. So, Casey, you went to Halton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how was that program over there?
Yeah, it was good. I remember we did beat them when we were younger, but
were they good then too?
I think they were pretty good. Yeah, but they started to bring in a bunch of guys from out of town, out of Halton, and so I kind of got that opportunity.
Yeah, like how did that opportunity come about? Like how did you guys?
Yeah, it was
well, someone must have told you about them, right?
It was one of the guys I knew just through hockey kind of reached out to me and got me in touch with the coach, and so I met with him a few times and went out to a few skates, and so that's kind of how I got to their team.
GoPro, were you trying to keep him back with Elgin? Like you guys, obviously these guys are big players, so you guys missed them a lot when they left, right?
We lost a lot, 3 good players. We lost Jimmy, Casey, and Cam Reed. And
Cam Reed too. Yeah, he's a good player.
We were not the same team for sure.
No, for sure. I mean, it gets to minor midget and guys get pretty serious at that time, and guys want to try to, showcase their talents right wherever they go. And I know, Jimmy, you went to BK, and they got a hell of a program there. I was talking, Austin Breckham is another client over in the gym that trains with us. You were playing with what age group over there?
Oh, it's called 15-0.
15-0?
Yeah, but it's 16U here.
So what's the O stand for then?
Only 15-year-olds.
Okay. And how did you guys ended up going quarterfinals, semifinals?
We won Wendy Dufton. I don't know. We didn't do too good in Nats, but other than that, we were pretty solid all year.
Yeah, and Breckelman's was what? What age group was he? He was
U14.
U14, and they won it all.
Yeah.
So that program, did you feel like you learned a lot skating there? Like they had a good program, good setup?
Yeah, it was a great experience. The coaches really pushed us every day, and we did lots of videos. So I really liked it. Yeah.
I remember Jimmy's dad, as soon as the season's done, workout program. Can you get my son set up in a workout program? How was the weight room? How were the facilities there?
So right after practice, we'd always go to work out. It's right next door to the rink. It was a separate area, but we were hooked up pretty good there, and we also had a gym in the dorm, so I could work out whenever I want.
So you can work out whenever you want. Yeah. And you probably would work out quite a bit down there, even during the season. You like to stay active, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that. Same with Matthew, too, right? So Matthew drafted to Owen Sound. Man, that's awesome. Signed this year. You must be pretty excited about that. You went down, you had a couple games in, or one game in?
Yeah, one game. I went in 2 minutes in the second period, and...
Well, it was 2 minutes in the second period, wasn't it?
Get any words out.
How many goals were scored in the first 2 minutes?
No, they didn't score any up until probably 5 minutes left in the second. They scored one. I had probably 16 shots at the time.
So why'd you go in? You went in because the guy was hurt? He was hurt.
No, he just had an off game, and I mean...
What's the chances of that happening? Now, when you went out there, were you nervous or what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so many people there. It's so much different than junior B, obviously.
It is. How long did they give you to warm up? Because they don't give you very long in minor midget. I know that for sure.
Going in?
When you go in, do they spend 5 minutes taking shots or 2 minutes? No, right at it.
I just went right at it.
Wow.
Right on.
Yeah. Did your parents go?
Yeah, my dad and my uncle Kevin went.
Yeah.
So my mom stayed back because she had work or something.
You guys didn't go. I know you guys. Listen, these guys are tight here, so I know you guys. You didn't make it down because I know you guys are busy.
I think we had games.
Yeah, we had games. So anyway, Matt, they signed you. You got school package, the whole thing. How do you make up this year because you're not playing in your school package? How does that work?
I think it's if you play a certain amount of minutes or going in the second period counts as a game basically for a goalie. Yeah. So. I think after a game you get a certain amount paid for, and then more years.
So the more years you put in, then more. So they match every year you play. You get a year of school.
I'm not too sure.
I think typically that's what it's like, right? And if you're like obviously a first round or whatever, they usually give it to you all right away,
they give
right?
it to you right away if you play a game, probably.
Okay, same thing. You signed this year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you're APing with them. You've played what 8 or 9 games for Sarnia?
Yeah, I've played 9 games. Just played the last 8 games with them. So.
Yeah, and how was the pace? Like you played Junior B in Stratford.
Mm-hmm.
How's the pace? What's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the biggest difference is just kind of the speed at like the decision making and the speed.
Yeah,
and I mean everybody's stronger there too.
Right,
but
more regimented, more days on the ice, more time to
you're
get
on the ice every single day.
Like hone your skills in, right, to work on things that you. Because I know when you got back, you were like, you know what? Now that I've been up there, I see what they're doing every day. Like they have this whole routine, and you guys are pretty routine oriented anyway. I think all you guys are. Like you guys have a system you use, and that's what I kind of noticed from my end. What you do outside of me, I don't know, but I think that's good to have that. And I think you probably did that every day, right? You went to the rink at a certain time. Well, what about school? Like how do they do school with OHL? Now, like guys, let's say first year guys, and is it the same for everybody?
I think it's different for both teams. Like a little bit of online, and then we went into like it's called rink school. So you just do 2 classes that you have online that your teachers gave you, and then you go on the ice after.
And that's it. You go on the ice after.
Like for being an AP this year,
Big difference, Jimmy. Then practicing twice a week, right? I think you guys do 2, and you play 2 games. So you're on the ice 4 times a week, or more than that for Strathroy.
We have 2-hour practices twice a week, and we have like 2 games, 3 games, like
3, sometimes 3. Yeah. And Jimmy's on the verge. I think personally, I mean, he's playing really good the last 2 months, bud. You've been playing unbelievable, and I think that adjustment sometimes when you first go into the league, you have to get the respect of the coach. Sometimes for certain players, other guys get it right away, just the way it is. Sometimes you have to earn things, right, to get better. But Jason Williams has been there, a couple of years now, 2 or 3, and he's done really well this year. You guys are battling London for first spot, right?
Yeah, we were first for a little bit, but now we dropped. We lost 2 games, so I think we're like second or third right now.
Yeah, I thought Frock had said to me yesterday, you guys were like 2 points behind them. Is that right, or am I wrong?
It's a very tight battle. The top 3 teams are very tight.
Yeah, it's going to be. And Kopro, your team this year, some struggles.
How you guys doing?
Dude, I'll tell you, man. I think it's made you tougher.
It has. I mean,
you took a lot of rubber up to this point, and you're starting to win games now. Like it's like. Yeah, it's a tough situation to be in, man. I had that happen to me 1 year in football. It's not fun. But you got to stay positive, right? You got to stay focused.
I've always been on a weaker team, right? I mean, First couple of years with the Chiefs, we were good, right? Because we had
you had everybody there.
Xander, we had Cam, we had these guys, and then.
But you guys must have been plowing guys, man.
We were really good.
Really good.
We won our first tournament we played, Peterborough.
Yeah.
And then we went to the finals against London that year in Alliance.
And OHFs, stuff like that? No,
that comes later on, like U15.
Yeah. Did you guys... Oh, yeah. So by then, those guys had left.
By then, we hosted it, so Jimmy and I and our team got in automatically. We played Halton, and we played it here on Perth, Ottawa, and JRC. And they ended up winning it, but...
Any big name guys on JRC that year? Remember?
Yeah, there was.
Who was there?
O'Brien,
Chase Yanni, Jake O'Brien, Nico Addy.
And these guys, are they all up now? Like playing where?
Yeah.
Like in the
They're
OHL?
All
playing the OHL.
Yeah,
so they had a strong team.
Yeah.
Was it a close game?
Sorry.
When you guys played against the junior Canadians.
Yeah, it was 1-0 after the first, and then I think it was 3-0, and then it was 6-1 or something.
Then it was 6-1. Yeah, that always happens.
They I don't think they lost a game that year.
No.
They didn't lose a game that year.
That always happens, man. You guys must. So were you guys this tight, like, playing all the way through? Did you have other buddies? Like, is there another? Are we missing anybody in the group here?
No, like we were always together. Like,
who's the fourth horseman there?
Like since novice, we've always been together.
Yeah.
We're playing soccer when we were little.
Soccer together, right?
Yeah. We played like a year up with like the 06s, and it was me, Casey, Jimmy, and Xander, but he's playing
man, I just
U18.
in my head I'm going, if London had you guys, like I'm just going back, making a scenario. You guys with the talent they had, the Rubric and all those guys, man, that would have been like, it would be nice to have one team. Like when you get to the end, say you finish your Alliance Championship and you go, okay, you know what? Let's put a team together. You have to make it, and then that team goes to the OHL Cup, kind of like what BK does. But like they don't pick the guys; people go there to the school. But I never saw BK in those type of tournaments up until when, like a year or two ago. Would they go to OHL Cup?
Well, since we have natties during it, so we don't. But I think we got invited.
So they got invited.
Like, you guys didn't go to natties,
and they went to nats. So
right.
Like if they didn't go to natties,
has that happened
then
any
they could
other
go to
time
OHL.
before?
Yeah.
Like it has.
There were 6s, no?
No, I don't think they went to different. No
one.
BK teams ever went to OHL Cup.
No.
But there's Little Caesars.
Yeah, like
Little
the
Caesars.
States teams, like
Honey Bake.
What's Little Caesars like minor midget where Beckham's at right now? Are they good or what? They got a good team?
Yeah, I mean,
is Beckham's
they have
team
kids
good?
coming from everywhere. So
Yeah, they're still kind of like the
pretty good.
Marlies of that side, right?
Yeah.
They get everybody. They seem to they got the name. I think they use the Red Wings practice facility. Do they sometimes,
they do,
or
That's
maybe
their
all the time?
home
That's
ice.
kind of like their
Wow.
third jerseys is the Red Wings.
The Red
uniforms.
Wings.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go and practice in that rink or play in that little tournament that they have in Detroit?
We played Little Caesars.
It's like
Yeah,
they
we
throw a
played-
bunch of teams
yeah.
together. It's
Like
not
we
even.
went there when we were younger, you know?
Yeah.
We played there.
Yeah, we played at the practice facility, but
Yeah.
I've never played in tournaments.
No. So you guys, listen. I know you've been training, all year round. I know you guys push yourselves to the limit, and I kind of just want to get an idea. And this is great for me now because now I actually get to ask the question and get the right answer. You guys are on camera, but Matthew, like your day, like when you get up in the morning, what's your routine like day of the game?
I mean, I think it starts off like 2 days before, just getting
For you, yes.
getting sleep
yeah.
and being ready for the game. So like waking up and having a good breakfast, right? Lots of protein.
Yeah, you'll have like scrambled eggs and stuff, right?
And then,
Did you make it, or does your mom make it?
Yeah,
or-
I make it.
You make it, yeah. So you're pretty self.
I gotta learn.
You gotta
so,
learn, man. That's right.
Yeah, I make it, and then I don't know. I just usually just chill out until
Take it
the game.
easy,
I'll
yeah.
hang out with Casey or Jimmy or somebody, and
Yeah. So
and then
you're
I-
leading up to 4 or 5 o'clock when you're heading to the rink.
Yeah, like I'm
How
there.
many
3
times
hours
have you
before.
eaten during the day? You eat breakfast, you eat lunch. Do you stop it? You go play on a lighter stomach? Do you go in having a supper in your stomach?
Yeah, I usually eat like probably 3 or 4 hours before the game
Yeah,
because
yeah.
You don't want to eat too much before because then you feel heavy. But I mean 3 or 4 hours before, and then I go to arena 3 hours before. And
3 hours before,
Yeah.
even to a junior B game.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know it's pretty crazy.
You write a friggin' story while you're over there.
know.
So what you get there, you get changed, you
I just
take your
like being-
stick.
yeah, I
You
just like being there. I just like
Jimmy,
being
you
there,
too,
take
or
my
what? Think going
stick.
early?
I like going early, but not 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, Casey.
I mean, it kind of depends.
I know you.
Usually,
He might show at the fucking. Oh shit! He might show up at the gym, and that's a recut now. So we're gonna say he may show up at the gym the day of the game and actually do a workout, which he did last week, and you had a couple points. You like moving like that.
Yeah.
You like to get your muscles excited and stuff like that before you play.
yeah, I find
Yeah.
in Stratford, there's not, other than taping my stick and just kind of warming up, there's not a ton for me to do.
Yeah.
So I usually be like 2.5 hours early to 2 and a bit.
Yeah.
Usually.
So he's almost the same as Kopro. He said, "I'm not. That's crazy. It's a long time. You guys go there early too. You're there 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours, 15 minutes.
The other guys there?
We're on
You're
the
one of the
ice.
first guys there. You guys got to be some of the first guys at the rink
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
There's obviously people that go really early, like Copro, but
Yeah.
one of the earlier people.
Yeah. And why do you guys ever try it the other way around, where you just show up and go right into it, or they wouldn't work for you?
I don't want to risk
No,
it.
you know, that's good.
Yeah, I feel
Because I
too
know
rough.
guys are superstitious with that stuff, right?
yeah.
Like I know sometimes I'll have guys on, they're not superstitious, but I know you guys have something that if you feel it's working, you keep doing it, right? And I think that's the way I used to be when I was younger too. And I notice Jimmy too, like he still likes in the weight room, that you like to drive and use some heavy weights for your legs to kind of stay more explosive, right? When you're playing. Otherwise, do you feel a difference if you don't?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of feel weak if I haven't lifted.
Yeah, no
weights
pop in your legs, right?
Yeah, I kinda feel that.
So like your day of the game, you do any like you hit any weights at all, kind of just to get your body woken up and the muscles moving a little bit?
Well, yeah, like all depends on the game. Like I'll hop on the bike for a couple minutes maybe, and just like, like go for a walk. Maybe like just skip around,
Yeah, just moving, right? Just get your body moving, right? Just skipping down the street, right? But every time, like you're always active, like. Because I know, like, I had Parker Vaughn on the one day, and he's like, his dad and him go and they play like ping pong. They'll start playing ping pong, just kind of get his hand-eye coordination down and move around, get a little sweat, and then obviously you like to chill out, you like to relax and just show up. So when do you start picking up the intensity, like warm up? They doing team warm ups, or you guys do your own thing? Good, okay, they don't do team warm ups.
No,
I'm glad I heard that. Do they still do it?
We just play sewer.
Yeah, nobody does team warm ups.
Well, that's
because some guys.
That's
what about you guys? Do you guys do team warm up?
No.
Yeah, so there's no like lines and guys.
If we've had a bad game, then
they might make you do a team warm up.
but most of the time everybody's doing their own thing.
Do you do your same thing, Jimmy?
We play like sewer, and then we get into like lines, but like it's optional.
Yeah, so you don't have to.
But like
yeah. Everybody's a little bit different.
That's probably the same.
I remember that in Russia the guys were. That was something that they did religiously, like they did as a team. But I think in the NHL, I know in the NHL, they don't do that. It's just you go there, you get your own thing going, you know what to do at that point, right, to stay warm and be ready for the game. But, Case, what's the reason that you chose Halton, let's say, over? Because I'm sure you had other teams reaching out to you. Who else was like courting you at the time?
The other one was JRC, because I knew the coach pretty well. It was... I would say with Halton, I don't know, I like the culture, and I mean I didn't really, I knew a couple of players there, but I didn't know who the coach was.
Dude, you kicked ass there too. You had quite a few points, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first year went really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked the culture, and that's kind of why I decided to stay for those 2 years.
And then you got booted out in the OHL Cup, like after game one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember
it was in the third game.
I hadn't seen you yet. I didn't know you. And Danny's like, Brett was like, go watch Casey Bridgewater play. And I believe I showed up, and either you were already kicked out or you got kicked out. I can't remember.
Yeah, what game did you go to?
I don't know what
I know what he's talking about
It would have been
what happened?
It was the third game.
Was it the third game?
I said something that
you shouldn't have said.
Probably shouldn't have said.
But out of in the battle, you're in the heat of the battle, right? It happens.
Yeah, heat of the moment.
Yeah. What do you guys? You know what? I'm going to change to that. What do you guys think about the getting in trouble for saying things that maybe aren't that derogatory? Like there's some. Is it in junior B? Is it like bad? Like if you say shit, are you in trouble?
No.
Shit, no.
You're an idiot to the ref. You're an idiot.
The refs will be swearing at him.
We've never got a penalty for like saying anything.
No.
I mean,
but I'm talking about in general, like because it goes on out there, right?
Yeah.
All the time. You guys are fighting. There's like it's a war as soon as the door closes. Are guys getting penalties for saying the F word or
no?
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
But in minor midget, yes.
Minor, yeah.
Yeah, because
I mean, not really even minor midget. Like
really, yeah. Mason says they've had happened a few times, but maybe not every.
No.
Coaches more often.
Yeah.
Yeah, more coaches.
No, I know it. But
coaches.
No, it's almost gotten, I think, sometimes to the point where you're like, I get it. When you're younger, you probably have to keep a tap on it.
Yeah.
But when you're getting older like that, I mean, if you go watch Joe Rogan or any of these guys talking, or The Rock will just grab his Instagram and say the F word 15 times. Yeah. He doesn't care. But you and I say it, any of us, we'd be like looked at like, oh, that guy swore, right? So, because we're saying that because Jimmy wanted to swear earlier in the podcast. We told him he wasn't allowed to. No, I'm just kidding. Cut that one. So Jimmy, Willie's a pretty quiet guy. I don't know him like extremely well. I know him enough to kind of talk to him here and there. You ever seen him get mad? I don't think I've never seen him get mad. Have you?
I think Willie's just a really level-headed
guy.
Yeah. So if he wants to like address you, then he'll do it very like calmly and nice and
like professionally.
He's a very professional guy.
Yeah. And what about you, Kopro? Like Roman Nadur, my old client, he's coaching you. He'd probably snap a little bit.
I mean,
great guy, like good guy though.
Yeah, he's a really nice person.
Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes when we're not playing good.
Yeah, because he played in the NHL.
Yeah,
right?
he knows what he's talking about, and he can get a little heated, but
Yeah. That's Junior.
Yeah,
Any coaches out there in
it.
Junior B that you don't have to mention any names, but there's got to be a few yellers out there for sure, eh? Gone down? You think it's gone down?
I don't know.
There's less and less coaches
I don't
losing
really-
their cool.
I haven't really paid attention to it.
You don't even pay attention
No,
to it.
you can't really. I mean,
No. Because Torts and those guys in the NHL are still they're still losing it.
yeah, they are.
But he's got so much respect from because I actually think he's one of those guys that, like, he may get mad, but it's an educated mad, and he never seems to like. He did early on get a little bit of trouble for it, but I notice now it's like they actually got him like on the website and sometimes making a speech. And he's even talking about the league doing this is wrong, and like in his own way, the way he says it, and doesn't get any flack about it. So, but you guys, so when you guys played, you all separated, and everybody went to different teams. Did any of you guys end up playing against each other in any of the tournaments? You guys?
Yeah,
What you guys
Jimbo
did?
did.
Who won that one?
We both won a game.
Yeah. We won the first one, they won the second one.
So it was good battles.
Yeah, they were good.
Kopro, no, not them at all. Eh?
No,
Oh, they didn't really make
I
it
think
that
we were
far
out
in
by
the
the time.
tournaments.
Yeah, you guys were in a toilet bowl at
he
the
was
end
back
there, I
home.
think, right? But
Yeah.
but you guys gave Lennon a run for your money. You guys called Parker and Beckham up, Parker Vaughn and Beckham Edwards, who will be, Beckham's already signed, but Parker will be a first rounder probably this year, most likely. If hopefully they can finish strong here because I think they've struggled lately. But those guys helped out significantly. I think if those guys were with you
Those
from the
guys
beginning,
for sure were the reason
they're deadly, man.
we got. I know they. Beckham scored some big goals. He got 2 games last year, both against Windsor. He scored a hat trick in both games.
It's crazy.
That's just.
And he was giving
as a year
Rubric
younger-
attitude. He didn't care.
Oh, yeah,
like
he
he's
didn't
out there
care.
to compete.
Yeah, he is. He's
Right.
a hard
And
worker.
what about Parker? Yeah, I mean Parker's he's a dog, man.
Yeah, he is.
He'll come
nice
and bite
guy
your
too.
legs off,
Yeah.
and he can score.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him, and they've had quite a few teams reach out. But you know what's weird is talking to some players and finding out that they never got a lot of people reached out to them, and they still got drafted high. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to Rubric about it at the game the other day. We were chit-chatting, and he's like, I had 4 calls all year.
I think that's because
Probably
people,
top 4
people
picks.
Because
knew he was
they
going to
already
go.
knew, right?
Yeah, top 4.
So they already
yeah.
knew that it was going to go into some lottery or whatever,
Yeah.
probably, and that's why.
Yeah.
But I've also seen some third-round guys not get barely any calls either. Did all you guys get a lot of calls? Were you guys getting 4, 5, 6 teams talking to you?
I think I had around, 16, 15.
16
Yeah.
teams. Wow.
I had every team but the Pete's and
One team.
Steelheads.
2
Steelheads
teams,
too.
yeah.
2 teams.
Jimmy?
I don't think I had any teams reach out. I don't know.
Well, listen, Mason didn't have that either, and you should have, because Jimmy Sutherland is a phenomenal hockey player. Man, he's right up there. Once he gets his chance, he's like Rubric and those guys. I think when you guys were playing and Rubric and those guys were facing off, Jimmy was the man.
He was.
So, but I think everybody's path, like Mason, when he, at least you got drafted. Mason didn't get drafted, man. He was one of the top scorers all the time. And, eventually he ended up, going to Sweden. They gave him, somebody noticed him. And obviously his hips were what caused him not to play beyond the training camp and stuff like that in the exhibition. But it's like, at the end of the day, they're going to find you down the road. If you're good enough. Yeah. By the time you're 23 or 22, if you're flying out there and you're dominating and nobody can stop you, they're going to pick you. It doesn't matter whether it's college or OHL. I mean, but have any of your buddies decided to go college route out of the group of guys that you know from around here? Is anybody?
Well, Beckham, yeah.
Beckham, yeah. Anybody else? Jimmy, did you consider it?
I don't know, man. I've always just been focused on one goal, and that's just been to play as high as
every time you play.
Yeah.
Every time you play, right? Yeah. I know you guys are dialed in like that. It's it's something that, and Guelph has a pretty strong team this year too. And I don't know what is Guelph's direction right now. Are they looking to try to win it this year? Or they're not
mid-pack,
mid-pack,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
They're 5th.
So will they get a lot of guys back for next year?
I'm not really sure.
You don't even follow it.
Good
for you.
I don't know. I'm not with the team. So.
Yeah, but I just thought maybe you guys kind of looked at the rosters and see who's there, what age groups kind of That's what you always used to do with Masons, kind of scope out the age groups, who's leaving, who could be back and stuff. Kopro, your situation? When you walk in after the season's done here, you're going down.
Yeah, after the Kamoka season, whenever that is, I'll go down just to finish up their regular season games, like watching or maybe backing up or something, and practicing, and then for their playoffs, in case the goalie goes down, I'll be there, ready to go. So
he made an interesting comment the other day. Like, so Sarnia can't bring you up because you have an AP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you've signed. So how does that work? Like, how does that situation work?
I think there's different cards. So you either, for your first year, you sign as like an AP card or a regular player card. And I think, like, kind of by the deadline, if they call you up full time, then you're a regular player.
And you're ready to go.
Yeah, after that.
If not, you're still AP.
Yeah, after that,
it's a two-way, right?
Yeah.
Like, half.
Yeah, like 10
OHL,
games. 10 games,
yeah,
right?
the rest 10 games.
But can you play in the
10
playoffs,
games.
though?
Yeah, I think
so it's the same thing like when minor midget, if they go in the playoffs, you can play as many games you want. Or, sorry, junior B, right? But, hey, man, they invited you up there. They're obviously interested. It's going to happen for you. What is Sarnia's defensive situation next year? Do they have a lot of guys coming back in their pool?
Yeah, I mean it's a really young D-core, so it's going to be challenging.
Opportunity, right? It's
good opportunity. It's going to be challenging for sure, but I mean, if I do get the opportunity and I have good camp and good summer, then really young. I think there's 4 06s, like 2 07s, 3 including me, and then so there's not many old guys.
Anybody out there that doesn't know Casey Bridgewater, probably one of the fastest guys I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's crazy. You have like pro speed. You can make up, if you make a mistake, you can make it up pretty quick, which is a very good tool to have for you. But when I first met you, I was just like, when you walked in, I remember him ripping the shirt off. It was like, not for me, just because you were getting hot, but your body was making a joke. But yeah, the guy's just shredded. He looks like a friggin' crocodile when he takes his shirt off. Like, and then I asked Casey, I go, did you train a lot when you were younger? And he's like, not really. So just like that, you got it from Dad.
Yeah, I got it from my dad.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, all you guys. But your dad's not super. Was he an athlete in school? Or was he a bit like this working?
Like he's just.
Right, it's kind of weird that you.
No, he was. I don't know.
He's an nail gun.
He played baseball, right?
Yeah, just little things, right?
Just little things, and then.
Because they ask you that question in the OHL. You guys filled it out.
Yeah.
It says, did you have any relatives or did you have anybody, you guys that played? Any of your relatives?
My dad played rugby.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like maybe my mom's uncle played hockey. Like, I'm not very sure.
Did you put that down? My mom's brother's mom. My grandmother's side.
I don't know. I think I would only put like my dad played.
Yeah,
rugby.
Played rugby. What about you, Matthew? You say a salesman, accountant,
McDonald's worker.
But yeah, like, I mean, you look at the tree. Somewhere it came from somewhere, so it had to have been an uncle or somebody that had the ability in them. Because a lot of the kids, they actually look at her if guys have had a parent playing or a relative, believe it or not. Mm-hmm. It's one of the thing that teams talk about. I hate it. I don't agree with any of it. I just think if you're good enough, like, you should be picked. Like in Europe, for example, if you want to play pro over there, if you haven't played junior, like OHL or university, it's really tough to get over there. So I was kind of like acting as Mason's agent to help him out there at the time, but I had video. And I remember the guy telling me, saying, well, he hasn't played this, he hasn't played that. And I'm like, how many guys do you think that are out there playing just even Tier 2 Junior A that can play in the OHL? There are. And there are guys that are playing Junior B that can, for sure. But there's just so many spots.
Yeah.
Right? So, but you shouldn't, like, I got to think, like, Belichick, being a football coach, kind of not hockey related, but I mean, that guy's got a talent to find players who, were like 6th rounders and stuff like that, and go and make them a player. Like, you should know that. And I think that's the success of these really good teams at your guys' levels, those coaches being able to identify talent, even if it's not drafted status or whatever. Are there many guys from last year, you think that'll get drafted in the major midget draft that have a chance? Ketchigo maybe, right?
Yeah, I've heard Ketchigo is doing really well this season.
He's solid, eh?
Yeah,
he doesn't even
always
talk.
been good.
He's just quiet guy.
He is quiet guy.
So was he dominant when you guys played?
Oh,
yeah, he was
back in the day.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
and then I mean, even last year, he was really, really good. I don't know how he got passed up, but he was.
Man, I would have loved to seen it. All these guys playing together against the Knights team. You guys had a pretty good team. They had, I think, maybe. Well, Weir and Rubrick could score a lot of goals, but you guys would have been tighter on defense. You had Noah Jank in there.
Yeah.
Who else was on D there? That's Bridges, Lads playing with Peter
Reader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bridgie.
That's crazy. You guys, your back end was just jacked.
Oh yeah. I mean, it would
you
be fun
think
for the
about it,
goalies.
yeah.
And
to
up
get
front,
shots.
Jimmy, you had Jimmy. Who else was
Xander.
sniping at that time?
Jimbo, Xander.
Xander. Were you playing with Xander?
We had Vandenberg.
Yeah,
Vandenberg, was he
Vandenberg.
good?
Vandenberg. Yeah, he was pretty good with us.
Where's he at now?
He's playing U18 Waterloo.
Is he?
Yeah.
So he decided to go to Waterloo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you must have had teams contacting you to go play places like heading into your minor midget year.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
What about you, Casey? You said
I don't
said
know.
yes. You did. Copro. Did you have teams reach out?
Yeah, I mean, there was like a thing with London where you can't. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, there's the
It's
F1.
like
the
F1
rule.
release.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I couldn't go, like London.
I know
would've
Danny
took
would have
me,
for
but-
sure liked to have you over there 100%.
Yeah, but you just couldn't get it.
No,
So
no.
I was happy with Canucks. I mean,
Yeah. Are you guys happy that you did what you did? Like, yeah, it worked out for you guys, right? I mean, like, you got drafted and stuff, and I mean, were you nervous when you guys got to a different team, or was it just with the good guys and just fit in right away?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to fit in.
Good dudes? Yeah.
Really good guys.
You guys up there, you guys were all living in, like, dorms.
Yeah, so
Right?
we get really close with them really fast.
You're hanging out at nighttime, watching television. And what time was lights out?
Well, I think we just had like times where you had to be in your room. I think it was like maybe 10:30.
Yeah.
Sleep is optional, but I think
It was like 10:30.
yeah. But I would go to bed before
Is there like
that.
a security guard, that like mall cop guy that drives around the hallway and says, "You guys got to go to bed now," or do you guys just go to bed? They don't do curfew check.
No, there's definitely the curfew check. You just like they come knock on your doors. It's just
they
like,
do. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like someone gets paid to go do it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
What was the food like down there? Like, you guys get a card and you bought like cafeteria food, or how did that work?
So like there was a calf downstairs, so you just had to walk downstairs like where, there's a calf at Medway.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you just like go in that line and there's like chicken stir fry you could get and pretty basic.
Eggs, like
food.
you could have breakfast there.
Yeah, they had breakfast every morning. So
So what did you do for breakfast in that? Like, did you eat at the cafeteria a lot, or did you have your own stuff?
no, I would go down to because there's calf upstairs too. I would just like get 2 eggs and I don't know, like toast.
Some toast and stuff like that.
And eat it
So you
really
had
fast.
breakfast, lunch, and supper there.
Yeah, eggs and toast.
Yeah.
Eggs and toast 3 times
Yeah,
a day.
and you had lunch during school, so you just get the school food then, and yeah, you just.
So
You went to school that whole
was
time.
it good? Like, was it good, decent quality? Like,
For the most part, it was like pretty solid, but maybe a little unhealthy at the lunch. But
Yeah.
The breakfast and dinner were pretty good.
I know, like traveling around in Russia, you'd go to one place and the food would be like unbelievable, and then you'd go up to another place and you'd be like you didn't even want to touch it. You didn't even want to sleep in the bed. But you'd go from one city, it'd be like, Marriott. Next city, you'd be like taking a leak in the toilet on the floor in one of the urinals, because that's where some of those airports are like from like 1940 or whatever, right? It's crazy. But you guys in the OHL now, Kopro, like typical day, like when you guys finish working out on the ice and stuff, do they have like snacks there for you guys? Like they put food out there? You're on your own after that as soon as you leave?
Yeah, there's like a kitchen kind of thing where you can make toast. You can make.
So they
eggs or
have
something,
stuff there.
like smoothies,
Really?
right?
Really? I didn't know that.
there's like a kitchen kind of thing, but I mean, if you want like a real meal,
Yeah, you're gonna go out,
you're
right?
gonna probably go.
Because I know London doesn't have
Always.
that. I mean, it's been a little while since I've been in work in the OHL, but we didn't have anything like that. Usually it would just be like, actually, you'd have protein powder in your stall.
Yeah.
Pre-game, you'd have vegetables and stuff
Yep.
on a tray. But what about Sarnia? Do they do anything for you guys?
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm trying to get at is in the pros, You get to the rink, you can make something. There's chefs there. You're not getting that right now. And then once they finish, they're there again. You get lunch, and then you can take off. You guys have anything a dummy down scale like that?
Yeah, not quite chefs. It's a little more independent, but like, their new facilities are awesome. There's a really good lounge with all the supplements and kind of there's a ton of food in there that you can make for pre and kind of post.
They have supplements.
practice.
They got like BCAAs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that
as much as you want. That's good.
And then when you're on the road, kind of depends on the road trip, but you'll get like a meal going
like
there.
A decent one,
Yeah, usually a meal going there, and
on the way home you get pizza.
Yeah, most of it was pasta, chicken.
Okay, so they take care of you pretty good.
Pizza, for a couple road trips, but like they're always supplying you with food. So.
And Sarnia's always been kind of like a small market team, so I would not have expected that from them. But obviously they've raised the bar everywhere. It's probably actually a rule now that you have to do it, I would assume, right?
Yeah.
2005 or 6 when I was there, we were eating like Swiss Chalet. We'd pick up like Angelo's. We'd make subs. So we were doing it then. But I know, Lennon makes a lot of money. They can afford to do it all the time if they needed to. Guelph, good. They got money. I think they do well. The big, rich
nice
furniture
ring.
guy just bought that team. He's a billionaire. He bought it from Scott Walker. Did you know that?
No, maybe. I don't know.
You didn't hear that there was a sale? Yeah, they got.
I know Scott Walker. I know
Luke
Scott Walker's
Skywalker.
probably
Like the guy from Star Wars.
And Scott Walker was Darth Vader, but
I think he's still part of the ownership.
See you on down the snack.
I heard he sold his share for $25 million. That's what I heard. Just
Like a share for the
not
whole
all of
team.
it.
Yeah.
He got that, and then that other guy took this, and then I don't know if there was like a couple other like small like.
I think there's multiple owners.
Yeah,
3
like
or
there's
4.
2 or 3 or 4 guys over there. And then what about Owen Sound? Are they independently owned?
No, it's community owned.
Community
It's like,
owned. So they got money.
Oh yeah.
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 You guys, so they have food there, Kopro?
Yeah, like same with
Like,
them.
same thing, like you
we-
just open up the fridge, you're saying, and take a...
Yeah, basically. But it was like on the road trips. You
One?
you go to the like restaurant. It's already like pre-made food, right? Like they already have chicken.
You show up and you guys eat it there and
Like
then you leave.
it was where did we go? We went to East Side Mario's. There's already pasta and like chicken or whatever, like ready to go, and then ate that. Took 20 minutes, got back on the bus, and then
There's more stuff being
went
passed
to
around.
Barry. We got Tim's, right? So like,
Do they pay for that? They pay for that?
no, we did.
You pay for it in your own pocket.
And then at the arena, it was like all you could eat food. It was
Whatever you
it was
want.
crazy. And
Yeah.
then the way home, they get pita pie or whatever is around there. It's
You
a
guys
lot
are
of food.
eating. They making sure you're fueling.
It's a lot of food, but
Yeah.
you gotta eat.
And supplements. Supplements are there.
Yeah,
Same
supplements are
Jimmy
on the
was.
bus.
Did Guelph had them there? Supplements in training camp or not really?
Training camp was like a bit different. Like, there's like a couple of bananas on the table, maybe tape, but like it's more so like there's 2 different rooms. I wasn't in the main room. I was in the other room because there's 2 teams.
Yeah, they would have. So the other team, like what with the older guys, would have that stuff probably.
Yeah, there was Gatorade. Get like a big jug, big jug of Gatorade.
Yeah, you guys like Gatorade?
Yeah.
You drink it still?
I like Bow still.
You got it in your behind the net, or what do you got in there? Just water.
Just water.
So yeah, you don't
I
sip
like
on
to spray it
Gatorade.
down my neck. So
I know. Mason used to like
Yeah,
sipping
that's
on
cool,
Gatorade during the game. I don't know if I like. Not that I don't think it would kill him, but I still think that I don't think I'd like to do that during. You guys never sip on it all game long.
I mean,
You would? You would?
if it's there,
Yeah.
You can afford it. Why not?
Like, if it's there, I'll take a couple sips.
Yeah, like
but,
Sarnia will have it.
yeah, like they'll have like the Gatorade usually like I don't know, like yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like those bottles, like a couple of them along the bench. So
Were you getting any physio down there? Did you get any treatment?
yeah,
Yeah?
I got some treatment just on the little nagging stuff, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Cooper? Did you use that card down there when you were there for one day or what?
No, I didn't.
No?
I didn't have it. No.
It's the best. Those guys do a lot of work, man. They do a lot of work. Those guys are there early. Sometimes they go, like the NHL guys are there like from morning till 6 or 7 at night looking after guys.
Yep.
So make sure you guys tip those guys as well when you're, before you leave. I know you guys don't have like NHL money, but something's appreciated for sure, like
Yeah.
a Tim's card or whatever. But the hours those guys put in and the stuff they have to deal with is pretty crappy,
I
man.
know.
But they love doing it.
Yeah.
They love doing it.
That's
So is the strength and conditioning guy there when you're at the rink? Like, is he there when you like every day?
Yeah, he's after practice. He'll take us through a workout in the gym.
Yeah.
I think it was like half the guys. So it was like the younger guys. So it was like 06, 07, couple of 05s maybe that would do it, and then it was like, or if an older guy wanted to join, he could. But then the older guys, he would run a session through them. And
What did he do? Did he have like his own gym, or did he work for the team directly?
we have a gym in
But like him himself, like usually they would like subcontract those guys out. They bring them in.
I'm honestly not too
You don't
sure.
know.
I think he's just with the team.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Well, it is a community-based team, and they do have money. Like Kitchener is, right? And Kitchener could afford to pay somebody, a salary to do it. So
Yep.
that might be the case. Where Guelph and Sarnia probably have independent guys that kind of come in, right? They're there anytime they need them.
Yep.
To help the guys out, but they may have their own gym or work, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, your guy, did you meet him down there? Who was it down there?
Yeah, I don't know his last name. His name is Tyson, but I mean, he works with, like, from what I've seen, most of the Lambton teams. They're already there, and then I think a couple of kids. So yeah, he probably has his clients out there, but he still uses the gym.
Does Sarnia do anything with their minor hockey? Like, I don't know if London does a lot. I don't know if they do. I don't think they do. Does Sarnia like run the teams, like the little young teams?
They're out a lot. I'm not totally sure. I mean, I'm not with them, but I know, like, I've seen a couple of times online they'll have the GM talk to kind of like the minor midget team or something like that.
You love that, ain't you?
I don't know, I'm looking at GoPro.
No. GoPro. Then what about Owen Sound? Are they called the same name as the
Owen Sound Junior Attack?
That's what it is, right? Like Junior Knights.
Yeah. And it's just like,
Do they have AAA there?
They minor midge.
I'm
Minor
pretty sure
midge.
it's double A.
Do they minor
AA.
midge or what?
Minor
Yeah.
midge.
I think the Junior Attack's double A. And
So
then
who would be the next?
Triple A
closer?
would be the Highlanders, maybe.
Like
Grey
what would
Bruce, yeah.
Grey Bruce?
yeah,
Like Grey Bruce is near there.
Yeah,
it's
Near Owen
it's
Sound.
30
I've never been up that
30
way.
minute drive.
Yeah, it's like, I think
Down a little bit.
it's a little
30
more
minutes.
south
Yeah.
of Owen Sound.
Yeah.
Is Owen Sound a good team?
This year,
They're building up. Like, are you guys building up?
yeah, I think we're getting better. Like, we have some good prospects, but
Good prospect.
I mean, I don't know if we're losing a lot of guys this year. Like, we have.
So they're going to start. They're going to be kind of starting from scratch again next
We
year.
have 7 OAs,
Yeah.
and we can only take 3. So, yeah. Or
There'll be a lot of guys
next year
gone
they're
next year.
OAs, sorry.
Yeah.
You can only have
Yeah.
3 OAs, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sorry, next year they're OAs. So
Mathin.
Yeah,
we're taking. Yeah, you got to 3,
okay,
right?
no
So
problem.
they're going
All
to make the playoff. They're going to make the playoffs, right?
this year, yeah.
Possibly.
No, I think they're. I think they're good. They're gonna make the playoffs, but we're gonna probably play Sioux or Kitchener. I'm pretty
Right,
sure.
they're and Sue's
It's gonna be a
good.
tough team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're heading into Junior B playoffs soon. Like, what do we
Yeah.
got left for games, Jimmy?
4 more games.
4 more.
Yeah,
4
3.
more.
And
Yeah, we
do you
got-
guys kind of know who you're playing yet, or not really? Still, could be a few different
I think I
teams.
was talking to one of my buddies on the team yesterday. He said if we win out the next 4, then we'll be second. So we'd play Brantford, I think.
Whew.
Yeah.
Actually, Brantford the last 10 games actually got a little bit better.
they've
They
been
got a new coach. They got the coach from Caledonia.
Yeah, they've been doing
He
really
played
well.
in the NHL. I don't know his name, but the kids that come to the gym there, the DeWatcher boys, are saying they brought him in, and he's gotten a lot. Done quite a bit of a difference since he's been there, right? So, but they're not too hot the rest of the year.
No.
they struggled. Mason played there.
7.
They struggled. Yeah.
So second last, I think.
Are any of the Brantford teams good?
No,
None.
No.
they don't generate
Brantford
any good.
Bulldogs.
Like even minor. What about when you guys were minor midget? No.
Pardon?
No.
No.
They,
No.
Like when they were younger, like when they had like Hankai's,
Yeah,
like those guys.
They were all
like,
right
solid.
back in the day. But
Yeah.
they're
They're
younger
pretty
teams.
good.
might be
There was a
better.
guy there named Scott
Maybe different
Rex.
age groups.
Yeah.
Scott
Well,
Rex.
the 06 age group, they
Oh, yeah,
weren't. They were like they were
good.
really good.
Yeah,
They're really
you
good.
get the
Yeah.
odd one here and there. Scott Rex was in Brantford. He's a LA scout he's a pro scout for LA, and he was there when Mason was there, and they beat us in the final. We were rated Cambridge is rated to be like number 1 for the Alliance, and they ended up beating us in Game 7. And he was a good coach, but it seems like since he's left, they've kind of struggled there. I haven't really heard anything I think maybe the 2010s are good, but you guys probably don't follow that, right? But yeah, so heading into here, who's got the chance to go to the Sutherland Cup there? For sure, you guys have an opportunity.
Yeah.
London will have an opportunity.
Kings have an opportunity.
Kings have an
Underdog story. I don't
Listen,
know.
if Kopro goes hot and just rips it up, be some big troubles for somebody in the first round.
Kopro's been hot though. That's a thing.
Yeah, it's been hot,
He's
man.
been staying
Yes.
hot.
Yeah, you've been on top of it. I know for you, like the save percentage thing is so important for you.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good for you, man, that you did what you've done, because like a lot of guys are crack under pressure,
Yeah.
but you know what situation you walked into, so you took it, and I'm sure there's days where you're like, because you just don't like losing.
Yeah.
That you're competitive, and that's just the way you are. But man, it could get tough, like losing some games early on, like 7-1, 10-2. I don't even. What was the highest scoring game?
I think it was last game. I didn't play, but it was last game. We played LaSalle and we lost 8-2.
8-2. So that was the most goals that's been scored on the team.
That was the highest score, I think.
I don't think so.
No, what
I think
about
Vegas.
yeah, and Air? The game I watched was like 10 something. 10
No, we didn't lose 10. It was 9.
9.
I think we got 9.
Yeah.
9 or 8.
Strath Vegas
I-
scored
I-
9.
8-1.
8-1.
You guys were going hot, then you went a little cold, and now you're back up. It's kind of like up and down a little bit.
You don't want to go too hot into playoffs, so I think we're just trying to stay level-headed right
I
now.
like that.
Trying
I
to
like
say
that.
room
You-
temp.
Well, maybe Jimmy.
Room temp.
But yeah, like, so what happens now? It's just a playoff, and then the last two teams.
What'd he say?
He said I was being cocky.
He was.
How?
Oh,
He said he was going to win tonight. I was like, you going to win tonight? He's like, oh yeah, for sure. No doubt. And then we lost.
Well, you got to go into the game with thinking like that,
Who did
right?
you guys play last night? Who did you play?
We played, what's it called? Sarnia.
When?
You guys lost? Sorry.
No, we beat Sarnia like
beat Sarnia.
8-1.
7-1.
Yeah.
Oh God, you guys smoked.
Then what game
Right.
was he saying? Oh yeah, no doubt.
It was against Chatham.
2 games ago.
Against Chatham.
Chatham's one of those friggin' teams
Stratham.
that near the playoffs they get good every
Stratham.
year.
No,
They've got better, right?
Chatham's good. Like they get all the guys from Saginaw now because they're
So they're going to be good.
because Saginaw's trying to go for a map, right? Because they're hosting.
I think they're vicious.
They beat London out last year, I think. Chatham beat London out. Yeah, they beat London out.
Yeah,
Pretty positive. What about Stratford? You guys are solid or what? You guys going to be in the top 3 or 4?
Yeah, like I think
Kitchener's
we'll
good.
either. Yeah, it's right now. It's Listowel, Elmira, us for the top 3, and Kitchener. I think
Elmira, they draw a good crowd there. I
Yeah.
think they do. Yeah,
decent. Yeah, so
it's funny how some of that. What do you think? There's a difference between that loop and this loop in the Goach?
Big difference.
What's the difference, Jimmy?
I think our loop's better because I play.
Hey, we skate better, right? You guys go faster.
I don't know.
Pretty-
We beat all our we beat every team we played except for them in the other loop.
So you beat Kitchener?
Yeah.
You play Kitchener? Yeah, you did.
We beat Kitchener.
Yeah.
Like we haven't lost except for their team
You beat anybody from
We've done well in the crossovers. We beat
in their last place.
Pelham?
We beat Pelham. We beat.
Yeah.
Or no, we went to overtime. I think with
KW, right? Kitchener.
No, that was a close game.
Yeah.
That was 4-3 going in.
That's a close game, yeah.
Beat Caledonia
left.
or whatever.
Who beat
Caledonia.
Caledonia?
We did.
Caledonia.
You guys beat
Caledonia.
Oh, Caledonia.
Cal.
Yeah. Let's say
Cal.
Caledonia's like jacked up over there right now.
They got some NHL guy that went there.
Well,
What?
so
Yeah, Savard.
NHL?
Philadelphia
He
guy.
no,
Listen
he
to
went to
this.
like their camp or something.
who's that defenseman?
Yeah.
Who was that defenseman that played for the Knights a few years ago? He was always getting in trouble. Drafted by San Jose. He's playing up in the NHL right now, but he was a troublemaker for.
Or
It was like 3-4 years ago.
Mayu?
No,
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 Before-
it's
just
Montreal.
before him.
Yeah, Montreal.
just before him. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Anyway, when Mason was there, this guy was almost out of the NHL because his attitude was really bad.
Yeah.
He was a defenseman, and they almost got him. So he would have played, like he probably would have scored like 2 or 3 goals for sure, minimum a game.
Yeah.
But they have so much money in Caledonia, and they can. I looked at their roster the other day. They have you have those little icons beside how many guys are playing in the OHL and that or
Yep.
been drafted. Like the whole sheet's full of it.
Yeah.
So they're definitely going to be tough to beat, I think, down the road. Plus, they have other incentives sometimes that kind of push the boys to win, right?
Yeah.
Do the teams give any playoff money? Like when you guys, if you advance to the rounds? No? Nothing?
No.
I wouldn't know.
Imagine that. That would be actually pretty cool.
Only if you,
I have no idea.
Only if you win.
We'll see.
Only if you win, I think. You
The big one.
You probably get some stuff.
We'll see.
Yeah, like London might do that. London might give, like if
Like
they
to the
win
players
around-
or to the team?
to the players.
team.
Oh,
The
I
team,
thought
like,
you mean the team.
like to the team. You go, hey guys, here's $1,000. Go out and
No, I think it was
Boys.
the team.
yeah.
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 So we know in the OHL I don't know if they're supposed to do it, but I know they might do it. Bribe guys a little bit to try to make a win around, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of money coming in the playoffs. In the NHL, they don't make any money, the players in the playoffs. They get their salary cut. So any playoff money, as soon as the playoffs start, your salary's done till the end of the year. You get paid from the first game to the last game. I don't know if you knew that.
So you're just
I didn't know.
a free agent in the playoffs?
You're just playing for the team in the playoffs. It's up to them. I guess that's how they do it. I'm not sure why they structure it like that, but they don't have any.
Isn't there no salary cap in the playoffs? Like,
There's no salary. No, you have to be under the salary cap come playoffs. But I don't know how it works. Because I remember Tampa Bay had Kucherov hurt. Remember he was hurt.
then he came back and
Like I don't know if guys were
Weren't they
saying they
over?
thought that they were playing that to have him ready to like so they could meet the cap.
yeah.
And then when the playoffs start, you're right. Maybe there's no.
Yeah. I thought
That's
'cause
what
when
you
he
were
played,
talking about. Yeah.
because they held him, and then when he played, like they were over the cap, but
Right.
he was allowed or
So
something.
he said he had a significant. He missed like most
Yeah.
of the season with a significant injury. But who do you guys follow? Who do you follow in the NHL? There, Kopro. Who's your team?
The Leafs.
Yeah, me too. As much as I hate
Yeah,
him sometimes, but there's so much talent on that team, man. It's crazy.
Come playoffs, I like the Avalanche, and Casey knows that. You
Are
got
we still missing the D and the goalie in Toronto, or what?
being a goalie. I think.
Like we need another couple D and a
Oh.
goalie to be.
You got Matthews. What's
No.
to worry about?
I think if
Yeah, Matthews. Yeah.
3 goals a
crazy.
game.
we got a good prospect like Hildeby.
I like how you say we.
Defenseman?
AHL.
He's like
Yeah.
we got a
the
good
Leafs.
Has he been
prospect.
called up at all? Has he played?
Yeah,
Are you with the
He's
Leafs?
He's he was called up for a couple games because
Yeah.
what's his name was out. The young guy.
I don't know. I don't follow like two.
Forget his name.
I know the big name guys, but you mean on D?
No, goalie. But
Campbell?
no,
No.
he's with the
Oh,
Oilers. but,
the Russian guy.
Samson.
The Russian.
no,
Samsonov.
Samson's back now, and he's actually doing pretty well.
Is he doing good?
Isn't there like a
Yeah.
guy named Wall or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joseph
Wall.
Wall.
Joseph Wall. He knew.
He's been out for a while.
Computer brain, man. He remembered it.
Oh yeah.
One of the smartest guys around.
Nerd.
Yeah.
He's Wool's been out for a while, and I mean Samson's doing pretty well now. So
And man, look at what Matthews is doing. That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm
man.
saying.
Like that is ridiculous.
52 or
6
53.
hat tricks.
I think
Yeah.
he gets like a hat trick 11% of the games.
Yeah,
That's
what,
insane,
yeah, that's
man. Like, do you think he? Well, I think obviously he's the best pure goal scorer. Do you think he's better than McDavid at scoring goals?
Scoring goals, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
scoring.
McDavid was
Scoring, but
injured early. He had a like a muscular injury in his abdomen, and that caused him. I think he was playing at his peak because I don't know if you've ever strained an abdomen muscle before, but everything you do comes from the core first, and it's not fun. And he struggled, but I mean, the last I don't know, probably 20 games he's been on fire. Who would you take, Matthews or McDavid, if you had to make a team play? One guy, one or the other.
I think McDavid.
Yeah.
McDavid?
You can.
Sets up anybody.
McDavid would make
You
the play.
Matthews,
I know,
because
say,
the first name is Matthew, so you might have to side with the
I mean
Maple
McDavid's
Leafs.
like an all-around player, I guess.
He's
But
all-around.
Matthews can score goals.
Who do you take, McDavid or Crosby?
McDavid.
When?
What?
Yeah.
When though?
Now, going for a playoff run.
It depends, like, if I already have a McDavid on my team.
Yeah,
Maybe I need a leader from McDavid.
Yeah.
If you need a leader, then
Really, you don't think
Some
Crosby's a
experience.
leader?
Probably.
Experience?
No, I'm saying Crosby has that.
yeah, like
Crosby's-
you'd probably take
Oh
Crosby
yeah,
if you need a leader.
you would take Crosby.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I already have, like, a guy named Matthews, I would
Yeah.
probably take Crosby.
Yeah.
take Crosby.
Yeah, like he's friggin'. I watched him last year in Toronto warm up. Still warming up like he did when he first started.
He's disgusting.
He's incredible. He's just a machine, man. How about Jaromir Jagr? Did you
not
guys ever
bad.
get to
Yeah,
watch
he's
him
used to
play? Did you watch him play like
He's
when he
got
was
this-
younger?
he has the
with-
coolest mullet
He just
ever.
did that for retirement, right?
Yo, you actually believe that?
Dude, he could probably still go to play.
no,
He
no.
could.
Like I knew it.
back in the line.
No,
You want to warm us, man.
He could actually play.
I knew he wasn't coming back. I was just saying, like he was skating around.
Yo,
with them,
dude,
right?
he
Just
came
for
out.
fun.
See over Yager's back.
They take
He's
everything
playing
so
He's playing with the mullet,
Don't let them
right?
get away with this right now.
Holy, he's playing
Oh my
today.
god! You guys got to watch him play when he was younger, though, right? Like, video or?
Well, I wouldn't really watch Yager specifically because I only watch the two teams, the Oilers and the Leafs. So
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah.
So
Like,
they play-
I'll watch whatever's on the TV, but like Oilers and Leafs are like my teams.
Yeah.
Who's your team? Oilers.
Yeah, well, I think I have majority of my times with the Oilers.
And you've been with the Oilers for
Way in your
no
room,
jump,
bro.
bandwagon jumper or nothing.
No, I've been there since I was like 4 years old.
Okay, so you're legit. What about you?
Red Wings.
Red Wings.
Yeah.
Go
Big
about
Red
Leafs or Leafs.
Red
Leafs.
Ever thought about leaving the Leafs?
He did. He just said in the playoffs. I like the Avalanche.
playoffs.
He doesn't
Yeah,
even like the
the
Leafs in the
You gotta have a
playoffs.
second team
I
for
like
us.
the Leafs up until
Yeah.
they get out, then the Leafs get out on Avalanche.
He's
I'm
not-
a Cowboys fan, but when the playoffs come, I'm either Brady or Mahomes because I just.
Well,
I
I
don't watch
cheer for the Leafs when they're in the first round. If they
Yeah.
don't get past, then it's the Avalanche.
Then you go Avalanche, and they're good too still right now.
Yeah.
Avalanche are
Avs, yeah,
good.
they're good.
Yeah,
They
it's
got
going to be
really
interesting coming down the pipe. Man, geez, these guys! I can't believe how many goals these guys scored. I can't believe how many guys. Like it was a time like 3-4 years ago where guys were scoring, but it was more Ovechkin. Now there's like all sorts of guys like this. Pasternak and those guys are sick, man.
Yeah.
Is Stamkos still scoring like the way he did, or no?
I'm not sure.
No. Oldie's been picking
Call
it
him
up
up.
though. The
He's
last.
got like 9 goals in his last 8 games.
Yeah, he's been picking it up. I don't know where he's going to end up. You guys think he beats the record or no?
Yeah, I think he does.
Hopefully not.
No, you don't want him to beat
Nah,
Gretz?
I think Wayne Gretzky should have it.
It's going to be hard to beat, man. He looks freaking old out there.
He's got
Yeah,
some
I know
great-
he's not. I don't know if he's 40 yet, but he's getting close.
Yeah.
But he looks like if I put Crosby and him because they're right from the same era.
They both kind of are looking old.
He's getting Crosby's starting his face look a little bit different, right? Not that he's not. Obviously, he was. What is he now? 36.
I wouldn't know.
And to have Perry playing at
10
the.
years older than McDavid, I think. Yeah.
Does Perry make a difference in Edmonton this year? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent with playoff stuff.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. He's been scoring. He's been getting some goals
Yeah.
there. I see they slide McDavid and what's his name, Draisaitl through the lines a lot of times. So I'm not sure if they do it to get guys going, but kind of like Willie does over there in Strath. Like does he play? Does he have everybody competing for a spot?
Well, I feel like we have like one set line, but then the rest is just
You're battling
variables.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're battling for it. He wants to make sure
Couple of
Steve's going.
variables.
Whatever he feels like, you know.
Yeah, was it Ficina?
Yep.
Is he going to be in the OHL next year? You think?
I think he's going to NCAA.
So he
I'm
wants
not
to go.
sure. Maybe he'll go.
And do you think he'll stay in the Gouge and do that, or do you think he'll go to like Junior A or something?
I think he could easily play Junior A.
Yeah, 100%.
He's good.
100%.
He's really good.
Do you guys think that Junior A's and Junior B are the same role?
Depends what loop.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean,
I'd say if
Say
you took like
AJ, the Alberta Junior Hockey League, do you think it would be similar? Probably a little bit
To
better
what,
there, you
Junior
think?
A or
To
B?
Junior B. Because, I mean, man, there's a
No,
lot
I
of good
think the
hockey.
AJ would definitely beat the GOAT.
Yeah.
yeah,
Probably like the good teams like you guys and that could give them a go.
Yeah.
No question.
yeah.
I don't know. I've watched a lot of hockey, and that's one question. I actually should have brought it up in other segments just because I like hearing it. I think that the hockey is pretty similar. I do. I think that when you have that Junior A title, you feel like you're higher.
little bit, yeah.
So sometimes guys play a little bit different. But, I mean, when you're talking Brooks Bandits and that, yes. But they got like a big bank book they can take.
Cal McCarr, I think, right?
Is that where he came from?
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
McAllister.
They're gone now to the BC.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
BC is
What?
Switching over.
yeah. Like all the best teams from the AJ just left.
What do they do? What are they doing?
Going to the BC.
Oh, they left
didn't-
that AJ. to
Yeah,
go to
they didn't want to be.
so there's no more AJ left.
There's like most like just not the best teams.
Just like the Bonneville Pontiacs
Yeah.
and those type of teams. I didn't even know that. When did that happen?
I don't think long ago.
Yeah.
No.
When the BCHL like removed himself from
Like
Team Canada.
it was this year,
Hockey
or
Canada.
like
Hockey
Yeah.
Canada,
yeah. I think they're not
Team
with Hockey
Canada.
Canada anymore.
Well, Hockey Canada's like I don't know if they're in trouble or there's obviously people are talking about trying
No
to
comment.
get out of Canada, right? I don't know what's going on with Junior B. I think is making an aggressive push for that. I mean, we can talk normally about it. I think Hockey Canada's been around a long time, so they got a lot of experience, like how things run. Do you think that it'll happen or what?
Like,
Do you think that Hockey Canada will be gone and there'll be a different governing body for junior hockey leagues below the OHL?
Oh, you Kopro?
I don't think so. Like, Like I think, except for like the couple team or like leagues are leaving, well.
That's it. You think they'll
like,
go?
I think it's just
Okay.
I agree with you. No, I do. I agree with you. I think that. They're still going to have OHL. They're still going to have like all the. I think there's just going to. I think there's some people that just don't want to be part of it.
I mean, I also heard. I think it was from Casey, honestly, that like if you play in the OHL, you can still go play college. Like there's like
you can.
the potential.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I don't know what the.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they should have a rule.
But
where
then USHL would fall apart.
That would ruin
so many
junior
people's
A,
spots.
B, all those leagues.
Yeah,
it'd ruin them.
No,
What do you
I
guys-
would say junior B because guys playing junior B. I mean,
Well, there's a lot that.
Well, let's say you're an
play
OHL player though, and you've played 12 games, and you're on the fourth line, you're not moving, and you're like, let's say you've spent a year there, and the next year you're in the same position. They should say, okay, you know what, you should be allowed to go. You go like I know for shorter term games that there's been some success lately for guys leaving and going to do that, but I don't know what it's like for immediate like players. Like let's say I'm gonna pick like Chase McQueen Spence who plays in St. Mary's, really good hockey player. Has only had a cup of games, and now I'm like going, okay, why shouldn't that guy be allowed to go to the other side? He should be, right? Like it's not. You're not. What are you gonna do? Just stick and do nothing? But I don't know the dynamics. Does it screw up Canadian universities? Does it?
I think you're going to go to school paid for. So.
Right?
Yeah, like it would wouldn't it ruin the point of like
Youth
the
sports.
school packages?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you could
all
just get
that
out of it and
stuff.
go college.
Yeah,
Right.
and then like I don't know if you're an OHL team, you're trying to like build a really good team, and you have your best players leaving after 2 years, then
Yeah. No,
you
you're right.
wouldn't be good anymore.
That's probably. I started now that you said that. It actually makes sense. Jimmy, you're a smart guy. What do you think?
Well, I think like college people are also starting to get paid. So like once that happens, then I think it will happen.
Yeah. Are they paying the hockey guys now too, or are they just?
Well, that's why the OHL
Yeah.
can't do that because it's called pro, semi-pro.
Right.
That's
I
why
mean, they're paying guys. What is the weekly salary
like-
now? Did you get a check
I think it's like for what?
for being there for like a week? Like when you were there for a month, you were there for almost a month. Got
you
nothing.
get a check.
Your APs might not get it.
No, I didn't know these.
GoPro, did you get $50 for showing up to the game or what?
I'm sure they'd pay for gas for me to come up, but or like stuff like that. But
Peanuts are good.
I don't.
These are almonds, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
almonds.
I like how just
Almonds.
changed the topic with almonds. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
I think they'll like once you're fully on the team, they'll start.
Yeah, they're gonna start paying. I don't know what it was at
You get
now.
some kind of like you get some money for training in the summer.
Yeah, they give you a little bit of money.
So
Give you like
that's
$1,000
nice,
for that.
help out. So, I mean, it's good that way.
Yeah, you know what? And that's standard across the league now. But back like a bunch of years ago, there was only certain people. Like there was no rule.
Yeah.
If I liked Jimmy better than you, and I wanted to give Jimmy $3,000, I would. But now the league has cut that out. Like you can't do that. So I think the first rounder guys, I think they can get something.
A little more.
I think they get a little bit more. But everybody else is
That was
like.
an age thing.
I don't even.
I
You know
could
what?
just hear like
So I'm going to go to that. The age thing was in place, but now it's not. Now it's like, no, this is what it is.
I think it's just like. Isn't it like how good you are? Like you get paid a little more if like you're more.
Like
what you're
so
saying.
when I was there, GoPro, when I was there in London, the older you were, then you got more money.
Yeah,
So it was like
But,
you
like-
could have got a couple $1,000s a week, but I think now
there
they,
could still be an 06 that's better than 04, and like how's the 04 getting paid more? That's like
no, they don't. I think it's pretty level.
is
man.
it just by age? Or?
I'm pretty positive it's just like one set amount now. Like it's
Okay.
this much,
Yeah.
and that's it. And I think they've because they're trying to like listen. Some of these teams, man, they don't have a lot of money.
No.
Like they just break even,
Yeah.
and the owner gets. So what I mean by break even is the owner still might make a couple $100,000, pay his coaching staff and whatever. Yeah, but then he might because some of these coaches make $200,000, $1 million.
Okay.
Who's getting what? What about the $1 million?
I don't know.
I mean, think
That
how
was
much
supposed.
when
That
you-
was supposed to be
100,000 maybe.
100,000.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
5 zeros.
No, but like Sudbury and those teams, I don't know if they like who would be the lower market teams.
No, you're good.
Sarnia was. I don't think it is anymore based on how you're
Mississauga probably.
Mississauga.
You mean
They get
Brampton?
like 10 fans.
They're moving,
game.
right? They're gonna move.
Yeah. Well, they're not gonna get more fans, I don't think.
Erie. Erie dropped it.
Erie gets a lot of
It's
people. Yeah,
decent amount.
Do they?
For some, yeah, like
You play there?
Yeah.
Ew.
For some games.
Good
I've
crowd.
seen-
Like they get into it.
Well, I mean, not the game we were at. It was a Wednesday game. And
Yeah, so there wasn't
there
much
was a
going
snow, but I don't know. I've seen on TV. There's a bunch of people there.
Not like London. Even if it's a Wednesday night, there's still 9,000 people there.
Oh, London's.
What about Owen Sound? Do they
London's-
fill up when it's like
No.
middle of the week? No.
Middle of the week, they don't know. I mean,
That
I think
sucks
London's
a little
always
bit.
packed.
Yeah,
London's always-
It's insane.
London's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they're obviously a bigger
City.
populated. What's the population of Owen Sound? You think, Kopro?
can tell you.
Is it like
Couldn't tell you.
size of St. Thomas? You think, or is it
Oh,
bigger?
it's bigger than
Yeah,
that.
it's gotta
big.
be bigger than that.
Yeah.
For sure bigger than that, but I don't.
Well, I feel like a whole,
But
whole region.
everyone's
would go
probably
to
so
it.
far now. Like,
Like, I feel like if you lived in Tobermory, I would go watch an Owen Sound game. You know what I mean?
yeah.
No,
Remington was-
yeah,
what's
I
it
mean,
called, Wyerton?
there was like towns around it that all come in, right? And then like Barry's only an hour and a half from.
Yeah, Barry's a big city.
Right,
Barry's,
so Barry,
I like Barry.
maybe if there's Barry fans that are coming to watch a Barry Owen Sound
Yeah.
game, or if they just want to watch OHL game and Barry's not playing, maybe they'll.
How many
Make-
NHL drafted guys does Owen Sound have right now?
They have Barlow that won the first round,
Yeah,
and they have.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough question.
Yeah, I don't know.
you don't know. Didn't follow it. Well, there's got to be 3 or 4
there's-
guys. Yeah, yeah.
There's like the two big names that are like drafted like a long time ago is Nick Suzuki and
Oh, yeah.
Jordan Binnington. Those are like the two.
Is Bennington still playing?
Oh yeah.
So who does
He's
he play
young.
for?
He's like
Yeah.
29
St.
maybe.
Louis.
So he made it. He's on.
Yeah,
I
he's
gotta-
playing for St. Louis.
Yeah, I don't follow it too much.
He won the cup his first year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, did they go back to did St. Louis? They didn't go back to back. No, they just won one. The
That's
next year, I
that's
think
Tampa.
they made it close.
Yeah, they did.
They were
That's
close.
Tampa,
Tampa
that
that
went
went
back to
back
back
to
to back.
Yeah.
I think, right?
Only your Red Wings, I think last time I remembered that went.
Sample one.
I think they won 3 in a row. Back when Eiserman and those guys were playing.
Yeah,
Back when
maybe.
Jason Williams.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, that's right. And then I think Edmonton's got 4 in a row. The Islanders 4 in a row.
It's crazy.
So the New York Islanders won 4. They're the only team to ever win 4 Stanley Cups in a row. You guys weren't
crazy.
around then. Those were. I look at the hockey from back then to now. It's like, oh my god, it's so much better watching it. Like it's, if you're back
What's
then,
better?
just the speed, the
Hockey now, right?
More
yeah,
fights.
more fun, more skill,
More engaged.
more engaged.
I thought you were saying hockey back then was faster. And I was like,
No, no, but there's
But you know
more
what?
fights.
There were some guys like I bet you Bobby Orr, and I'm going to pick only a few guys, but Bobby Orr, Ray Bork, some of those guys, they could fly out there even with today's guys. It's just that kind of like that. I remember
You
Rob.
think, like right now? Like
Not right
60
now.
year
Not
old?
right now. No, but like if you were to take
Yeah, right now.
prime for prime, right? If you were to go
Phil
prime for prime,
Gilmore.
yeah. You guys ever watch the old stuff? Lindros and those guys
Yeah,
back in the
Lindros.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who is your hockey icon, Jimmy?
Well, I think
Right now.
Right now
Okay,
it's-
old days and now. Who are the two?
like right now, I think I try to like model my game after like Travis Konechny.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
that to me before. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chiefs alum.
maybe like old Gilmore.
Yeah, he was good, eh?
Ty Domi?
Ty Domi, no.
You, I know.
No.
No, who do you got? Who do you like, Gazer?
I like Paul Coffey.
Yeah,
Oh
And-
yeah, 7-7.
Yeah, double sevens. And then probably Quinn Hughes.
yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
player.
40.
GoPro.
I think because my dad liked him, Grant Fear.
Yeah,
Great, but I don't model my game after. I just like him as a older goalie, and then, I mean, probably Connor Hellebuck.
who's he with?
Winnipeg.
Oh, he's good.
He's just
eh?
like he's just a big guy. And he
Are they good? They're good
moves
this year,
well.
right? Winnipeg's good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. Well, I was training a kid back in Toronto when I was at the Hill Academy, Cole Perfetti.
Oh, cool.
He's
Oh, yeah.
plays center
Yeah,
for them.
cool.
He's and everybody was saying he was going to be too slow and stuff like that. And I'm going, I think he's like one of the top 3 guys on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gross.
He played for what team?
He
No.
played for Vaughan Kings, and then he played
the O?
for Saginaw.
Perfetti?
Saginaw.
Saginaw,
Yeah,
yeah.
Saginaw.
His,
what
I
about
heard
Tristan
his-
Lennox?
I heard
where's
his
he?
Bill of Parents bought him a Corvette for his.
I always see him on the
16th
OHL
birthday.
ads.
Oh yeah, he would be.
Yeah,
he's
like
a
on the
god.
front.
in,
His Bill
like, the
parents
Vaughan-
had like a huge house, and they bought him a Corvette for his 16th.
That's crazy,
Really?
man.
And then Lennox, he's
Is he in the farm system? Is he in the American
he's
Hockey
signed
League?
somewhere. I'm pretty
Signed
sure.
with New York Islanders, but I didn't know if he was in
Oh.
the farm system now. Like
Oh, now
AHL
he's
probably.
too old to be in the
Yeah,
O, so
yeah.
yeah, he's probably.
He was a good goalie too.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
And Michael Simpson, what do you think of him?
Michael Simpson.
Plays for
Knights
London,
goalie.
right?
The Knights
Yeah,
goalie.
I mean,
It's had pretty good success
Played for
last
Peter
couple of
Burrows.
years.
the last couple of years he's been doing
He's
pretty
got
good.
glasses.
You ever
Mad
meet him?
Cup, but
You ever meet him?
no, I didn't. I don't know. I was just trying to.
This is
Like,
it. I think this is last year. I think he's in OA now,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, he's gone after this
yeah.
year, but he went to camps last year. I know, like
He went to
Pittsburgh.
Phoenix's
He talked
camp.
to
He
him?
went to Pittsburgh's camp. Yeah,
I
the
saw him.
rookie
DM him?
camps. The rookie
You
camps,
DM
right?
him? What camps?
Cobra wants to play against him right now for sure. But listen, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. Listen, keep you guys got playoffs coming up now. Keep it rolling. Stay focused. Kaser's coming back from a concussion here, and that was a dirty hit, man. I wish I could show video. I don't have the technology for that yet. But yeah, I mean, you're still a couple weeks from healing up.
Yeah, probably another week or two till I should be back. Yeah.
So you guys, move forward, be ready, and hopefully you guys do well in the playoffs. I think it'd be cool to kind of play in that Sutherland Cup. You might have a shot.
Yeah.
Kopro. Right, guys? Jimmy, they got a shot or what?
His team is
What are the mathematical shots of Kamoka going into the Sutherland Cup?
very slim.
He's not gonna let anybody get away with it, though. I'll tell you that much.
I think Copa will perform well. He always does good in playoffs.
Yeah, he
he
always
does.
is. He always does that, man.
He is nasty.
When he gets pissed off, he plays even better. He gets
Love
serious.
surprise.
Yeah.
He'll-
How was your bar? When you go to the bar and you're like talking to the door, like the guy at the bar, your story. That was him. I was you. I was the bartender for you, right? Coco come in every day, like on the bike, just going, "Oh man, they gotta sign me, man. They gotta sign me. Like I'm doing this. Like I'm doing it right." And sure enough, it came. You didn't know it was gonna happen. You got called down there, but you thought maybe.
Yeah,
But you weren't still
I
100%.
had an idea, but I just had to
Man,
do my
when
thing.
that guy once he said that out of his mouth, you must.
So relieved.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Because your dad was actually telling me, like, I don't know if they said it to him, and I said this to you a couple weeks ago. He's like, we didn't really want to sign him because we didn't want his head to get big,
Yeah.
like, whatever. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
he will actually work harder if you.
I know. I mean, after coming back from that, my stats have been the best they've been
Oh,
all
yeah,
year
yeah, for
because
sure.
I think it just took so much stress off me.
Now your brain and your thinking process and your energy's at a different level.
Yep.
Guys, thanks very much for coming on, man.
Yeah,
All right,
thank
we're
you.
going to be following you guys during the playoffs.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
Thanks for having
us.
us, bro.
Appreciate it.